Hey, what's up guys? This is me doing a ranking of all 7 Harry Potter books, as you can tell from the title. I am very excited to do this video. I've been anticipating doing this video for a while. I haven't read the Harry Potter books in over 10 years, but I recently just got a new Harry Potter book set, and it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, I love it to death. And yeah, I just recently reread them for the first time in, as I said, a decade, and I'm ready to make a ranking video of all 7 books. These are very popular videos at the moment. A lot of people are doing these videos, and so I figured I'd do it myself. Why not? So I don't want to make this too long-winded. Let's just get right into it. This is not sponsored by Bush. I almost said it was. I wish it was. But yeah, so let's get right into the video. Number 7, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And there's a few reasons why I'm putting this at number 7. Honestly, if you watch any of these ranking videos, 99.9% put Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on the bottom of their list. And for good reason. It has a few plot conveniences, but that's not quite the reason why. It's a follow-up, it's mid-grade, it's thin, and it's just not, you know, it's exciting, but it's just not exciting as the rest of the series. It's a great follow-up. Obviously, there's a lot of parallels between this book and some of the later books in terms of the Horcruxes and stuff like that, you know, with the diary. And after the reread, I did notice some, you know, a few foreshadowing moments with Ginny. I love this book to death, but, you know, one of these books gotta go last, and unfortunately, it is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Number 6, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now, a lot of people are gonna probably groan from this one, but I don't care, okay? Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is an amazing book, but unfortunately, it is thin, it is mid-grade, and it's, you know, it's not that exciting compared to the rest of the series. It is the most whimsical, I will give it that, because it is the introduction. I love this book to death. I mean, how can you not? I mean, this would be a perfect book to take on a plane and probably finish in just a couple hours. But it's just not as exciting as the rest of the series. It's an amazing introduction to an amazing world, but I have it at number 6. This is where things are going to get very interesting, because a lot of people have this in their top 3 on most of the ranking videos I've seen. If not number 1, this is a very highly coveted book, but unfortunately it's not that amazing to me, and I'll tell you why. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, yeah, you're probably going to want to click off right now because you probably hate me, but I'll tell you why I don't like this book as much as the rest of the series. Well, first off, it's got the biggest plot convenience of all time, the Time Turner. That could have been utilized in a lot of these books, and you kind of have to ignore that element of this series, but I digress. Hermione Granger is amazing in this book. I fucking love Hermione. I can't even tell you how much I love Hermione Granger. I didn't realize how much I loved Hermione Granger until this reread as an adult. She is the shit. She might be the best character in this series, honestly. But my favorite character is Severus Snape. I'm a Slytherin, big time. But yeah, you get introduced to Lupin. You get introduced to... I'm totally ADD right now. You get introduced to Lupin. You get introduced to Sirius Black. A lot of cool stuff. Amazing plot twists at the end of this book. And, you know, the thing about this book, too, is... there's 2 things about this book that are different from the rest of the series. First off, it's the transition to the darkness of this world. This is a very, compared to the first 2, this is a very dark book. And even the movie, it really transitions into it like more of a darker, it's more of a darker world you can see from the Dementors and stuff like that. But, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Also, it is the only book without Voldemort. So, I think the Dementors kind of take that place in terms of, like, a villain, but, yeah, it's not that high on my ranking, guys. I'm very sorry about that, because a lot of people are going to hate me for that, but I don't care. So, number 4, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, and I love Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows to death, but, unfortunately, the best part of this book is the last 200 pages. The first 500 are kind of it's definitely the most sluggish paced of the series, probably the worst pace, the first 500 pages. Obviously, there are some high points, you know, when they infiltrate the Ministry of Magic and, you know, infiltrate the Gringotts and stuff like that. That's very cool. Ride on a dragon, cool shit. But like, honestly, them chilling in the woods for however many pages is just like not my cup of tea. The last 200, like I said previously, is amazing. I mean, I couldn't put this book down. The last fourth of this book, but yeah. Unfortunately, it's got to go somewhere. It's an amazing end to a series, but it's gonna be right in the middle of my ranking. Now we're down to the top 3. Number 3, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is the best paced book in this entire series, bar none. It's not too thick, not too thin, but every chapter has a specific purpose. It's very Slytherin oriented. As you can tell, I am myself. I love all the chapters with Dumbledore in the Pensieve, going to see, you know, Voldemort's past. I love Voldemort. I love Severus Snape. You get a little bit of Severus Snape in here. Well, a lot of bit of Severus Snape in here because of, you know, he's the Half-Blood Prince. And Draco Malfoy. I love Draco Malfoy. And he's so conflicted, and it really humanizes Draco Malfoy. And I wanted to rank this higher. Honestly, this could have been number 2. It's kind of but I had to put it somewhere. This is number 3. I love this book to death. I love Dumbledore to death, and he actually dies in this book, as you know. And yeah, love this book. Number 2 is going to be Harry Potter, and this actually was my number 1 favorite book before this reread, but I had a change of heart, and I'll tell you why. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This book is absolutely amazing. A little bit weirdly paced at the beginning because you don't get into Hogwarts until after like 170 pages, but I do love the Quidditch World Cup. I love the Quidditch World Cup. I wish they would have included that in the movie. I love the introduction of all the, you know, different wizarding schools and stuff like that. No Quidditch, but you get the Triwizard Tournament. I mean, that's a pretty good trade-off, wouldn't you say? This book is great. The only thing I don't like about this book is that the Triwizard Tournament is a very bad spectator sport. I mean, the first task, yeah, you can tell what's going on, but the second and third task, like, in terms of spectating, it would be a terrible spectator sport. I mean, you couldn't even tell, like, what's happening, you know, in the lake or in the maze. But, like, putting all that aside, this book is incredibly exciting. It's right in the middle of the series. Honestly, when his name comes out of the Goblet of Fire, it is just breathtaking. I mean, this is honestly the creme de la creme of the Harry Potter series, besides what I put as number 1. And you probably already know, you've probably already deduced that Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Now, a lot of people have this very low on their lists. I don't understand why. Maybe because it's really thick. Maybe because there's a lot of filler. But I love the filler in this book. Unlike Deathly Hallows, the filler in this book is just... I love chilling with these characters. I love sitting in the common room and just chilling with these characters by the fire and just listening to them talk about whatever nonsense is going on at that time. You get introduced to Umbridge. You get introduced to Luna Lovegood. And honestly, a lot of people hate this book because of Emo Harry. I absolutely love Emo Harry. Emo Harry is the best. I mean, and it's completely justified why Emo Harry is Emo Harry, right? Because he's mad because he has no correspondence at the beginning of this book with his 2 best friends. The Ministry of Magic is writing terrible things about him in the Daily Prophet. Dumbledore won't talk to him. Oh yeah, Voldemort's in his head this entire book. Yeah, and not to mention, he's 15 years old. Yeah, let's put that. Were you pretty emo at 15 years old? I'm assuming you were. Sorry, I'm trying to make this less than 10 minutes, so I'm talking a mile a minute. But anyways, this is my favorite book. It's the best in the series in my opinion. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Subscribe, comment, put your own rankings in the comments. Go like my other drum videos. Go check them out, blah, blah, blah. Probably going to make more videos like this in the near future. But until then, thank you for watching. And peace, whatever.